I was talking about something very touchy the last time, and I said I was going to get into it, in detail. And the thing about life is, life would give you lemons. You either choose to make lemonades out of them, or you throw them away. For me, I have this. I get that from friends and family. Oh, Ijeoma, you just roll the punches. You think like a man. And I think it comes from having to be self-reliant from a very young age. And don't worry, all you therapy people, don't come for me and say, oh, there's a childhood trauma somewhere. There's no childhood trauma. I went to a boarding school where you had to be able to think on your feet. So I think being self-reliant has got me to a point where it's good and not so good. I feel like I don't need people's help, but gradually I'm getting up to the point where I think put yourself out there, ask for help. Let it be that you were not offered, but not for want of you asking. And I think that that's what happens. When I go through stuff, I'm able to just snap back out of it. It doesn't mean because I have God. Yes, God helps me deal with certain situations in my life that I don't blow it out of proportion. But people go through things, is all I can say. And this particular time in my life, I went through shit. Yeah, excuse my French, for want of a better word. But one thing that kept me sane was God, 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 and then therapy. And I'm not ashamed to tell people about my therapy journey, and it has been very helpful. Therapy holds me accountable, it helps me to just make sense of certain situations, gives me the tool to make certain decisions. And I think that over time, it has gotten me to a place where I'm not always in a oh my god victim mentality mode, even though there's that temptation. But I'm able to hold myself accountable if in a situation I did things that I know I shouldn't have done. I'm able to think better and say, okay, handle it better. And one thing is, in the workplace, people are going to come for you. People are going to throw you under the bus. Then what do? How do you roll the punches and still work with this person, right? And then most people feel like, oh, Jama, I don't know if I can work with a team that has thrown me under the bus. Trust me, when you've had to deal with the kind of situation I dealt with at that time, you will deal with it, especially when Nigeria is very Nigerianing you and you don't have like an option to move. Either because you're scared or because you're just somewhere there's a plan. I just like to have a plan B before I say, okay, I want to move. And then for how long? How long do you want to keep running? It's a question. Before you say, okay, let me start up something of my own. So at the time this happened, I won't lie to you, it was a big blow. Because there are a few things that I had done over and beyond for some of these team members, which is something that I always advise HR. Please and please do what you can, but don't do things that when you look back, when you have been disappointed or betrayed, you kind of just feel like, oh, maybe if I had not done that, I won't feel so bad the way I do. But in my case, I saw it coming. I should have known, considering my past experience, but I think I kind of let my guard down because I felt, okay, why will you be working with team members if you cannot even trust them, right? It doesn't make sense. And yeah, I did. So when everything kept falling down, like, the dominoes, the cards were just being dealt right, left, center. The only thing left for me was kind of leave that environment. It's not because I couldn't stay, but it just felt like at the time this happened, there was nothing I could do. Honestly, there was just nothing I could do. There was nothing I could say. I didn't feel psychologically safe. Now, there are different levels of betrayal. But when a betrayal comes from your team members, it hits deep. It hits strong. There is no praying your way out of it. There's no therapy your way out of it. Sometimes you just want to leave that environment that doesn't serve you any longer. And that's what I did. Looking back, will I have handled it a bit better? Probably not. Because I know that sometimes me and my emotions can have like a fighting match of some sort. So do I know that maybe I would have flipped and done some very stupid things because I was trying to show how much I was disappointed in the situation? Yes. And that for me felt like the right thing to do, the logical thing to do, the sensible thing to do at the time. I don't ask that you do what I did when I got that kind of treatment, but if you're not psychologically safe enough to deal with your members, not because you don't trust them and you want to keep certain information to them, to yourselves, right? You have no business working those kind of people, to be honest. Or the most, if you have an opportunity, you can reassign or change your team members. Or ask for your transfer if you're not that high up, for instance, as I was at the time. But it kind of shaped me into be this person that just is a very blunt, very private person. I would rather talk about things that are happening online about someone else than talk about my personal life. That particular incident shaped me in that way. And over time, I see that it has helped me to kind of just stay professional with my team members. And yeah, it's one of those videos that I'm not looking into the screen and I'm wearing the glasses, but just thinking about it now, even though it happened years ago, it's a lot of emotions coming through, and I'm keeping it together, trying not to. But one thing I can say, if you're going through something like that and you're watching this video, all I can tell you is, hey, I made it. I'm here, smiling, thriving, alive. You can do better than that environment. You can do better by yourself. Never ever lose your kindness as a HR professional because you think, oh, I was done dirty by a team member. No, don't ever do that to yourself. I can assure you. Because as much as you also want to protect yourself, you need to also show empathy, which is why there's human in human resources. Don't ever forget that. So till I come your way next time, don't forget to follow me. I'm very active on social media. I can be found at Ijeoma Ucheibe on TikTok, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, and Threads. Yes. Till I come your way next time, stay safe. Speak to you guys later.